What's up, fellas? It's the bass head. So, today we're going to do box rise or improper box and electrical. We're going to name this part 2. All right? So, let me make sure that I explain this the way I want to explain this. First off, box rise. Let's go to box rise. Box rise affects us all. Everybody. All. Alright? But I've seen too many people blame box rise or impedance rise for their issues. When that there may not even be the case. So not too long ago, I did a consultation. Dude called, where is it? There you go. Dude called for this. This right here. Called me. Now watch this. This just to show y'all what I mean when I say or improper. I'm not talking about box rise, all right? Just strictly box rise. This guy in particular, he had almost the electrical. He got the proper box, good amp. He just wondered why he wasn't getting the output that he was looking for. Most people will say, man, box rise, man, it's the box. Or just something else stupid in general, when that may not even be the case. I'm gonna show you what this guy's issue was before I get good and started. If you get a Pack Ampro device, you have to set your laptop up to it to set. Let me see, can I do this? To set, you got to make sure that you uncheck this, because if you don't uncheck this, the EQ in your radio, your bass, when you go on the EQ in your radio, your bass, mid, and treble on the radio is set to whichever frequency you set. Then you get your Q factors, just like a parametric EQ. Don't use that feature with the Pack Ampro. I didn't like it. This one in particular only goes to 60, and then it rolls off under 60. Don't use it. So uncheck this box. If you got a Pack Ampro, even if you got the AP sub, even if you had an AP sub that goes in those Ram trucks, uncheck this box. All right, you'll get good results. Trust me. This was his main issue. And then he went and upgraded his battery. And then he upgraded his wire and his electrical. That solved his problem. All right? So that's why I say, I just want to make sure I point this out. Improper. Improper box and an improper electrical. Show you what I mean. And I'm going to use this guy set up to show you something. So this guy right here has a JP23. A down for sound JP23. This how much power he's getting out of it because he has the proper box. His electrical isn't proper yet. He's upgrading and running more runs. Now, the kicker is he has one of those brands of wire, new concepts, where it carries more current. Problem was, it drained his battery. He had an AGM. He got an X2 AGM with a JP23 V2. He has a box. He has 2 solo X8s. Proper box for those 8s. All right, cool. Well, this one has 4 DD1506s. He has a Titan 8 battery under the hood, and this is in a Ram e-torque where you cannot change. He ran 2 runs of 2 out to the back because he has 3 amplifiers in the back. He has a total of a 530 amp draw, 530 or 540 amp draw. You're not getting that with 1 run of wire. So that goes back to improper electrical. Then this is what a shop did. They said the same thing that a lot of people would say to a 2500 watt amp. If it's a 2500 watt amp, you can use a 250 amp fuse. I'm here to tell you, no. It says 400 amps. Let's go check it out. That's the JP. You need to be able to get 400 amps to this. No, that's damn fast. I'm tripping. You need to be able to get 400 amps to this thing. 400. You're not getting that through 1 run or 1 out. Nah, the manufacturer put 1 input. But they tell you make sure that you get it in professionally installed. Most time when they say professionally installed, you got your battery under the hood. You got your wire running to the back. You need 2 runs going because that's about 20 feet, 22, 21 feet, whatever you want to do. I don't care about the length. He running that to the back to another battery. Then from that battery, 1 run to the M2500. And if you can get 400 amps of current possibly to this M2500, bro, you can clamp some wattage. When the subs break in, he's going to get even more. This is off multiple different songs, multiple different frequencies. Look at what he's getting. He's clamping good power. So the thing about the video that I was making, I wasn't talking about, let me erase this so y'all got the picture. I wasn't talking about box rise. I wasn't talking about that. This is what a lot of box rise is what a lot of people blame their issues on. Impedance rise affects us all. What I'm getting at is, and what I'm trying to preach out here, or not really preach, but just give information on is, man, a lot of y'all ain't even got the proper box and the proper electrical to do these things that y'all want to do. If you get the power to these amps and to these subs, you will be impressed. You will love your setup. All right, let's go back to this dude. Let's go back to this setup right here. This is a JP23 V2. Let's go to this amp. Let's see what the amp drop. Didn't mean to slide up like that, but okay. Let's go to the JP23. I own one of these as well. $300 amp. It has a 300 amp draw. Right? You need to be able to get 300 amps to this amplifier. And if you do, you will be amazed at the results. That's what any amplifier, run what you want to run. I don't care what brand, full bridge, half bridge, strap, whatever. Just get the proper power to it. And bro, you'll be amazed. He ain't even getting it all that yet. Look at that. That's with 2 8s in a pickup truck. He's also doing a 140 at 28 hertz as well. I just want to throw that out there. And he knows this. Once he increases his electrical, that pickup truck finna be nasty. It's finna be real nasty. I ain't gonna show y'all his plans, but with what he's planning to do, the score can't do anything but go up. The score finna go up. Wattage up. Impedance down. Y'all don't know this. We couldn't find it in a snapshot photo, but we found one with him at 1.3 ohms. But that's when his voltage stayed above 13 volts. The box is helping him to draw the power. Watch this. He's dropping down. He's not sitting at 13, 14 volts when he was doing this one. He dropped down to 11 volts. So imagine what his dBs will look like if he had the proper voltage, the proper power. Just want to throw that out there. That's what I mean. I don't too tough care. Let me erase this. I don't too tough care about. Put this in red. I don't too much care about that. That affects us all. But look at that. Proper box. Once you get proper electrical, it can't do nothing but go down. We've seen where it went down below 2 ohms. And he's gotten more power to it. I just want to throw that out there. So, and he'll tell you this. When his voltage stays up and that impedance goes down, his voltage sits usually around 13.1. So it is a relationship to it. You can't get that much power to it if you're not getting you can't get that much wattage to it unless you got the power to get to it. The power to power that amp. You got to be able to power this particular amp, the JP23. You got to be able to power that. If you can power that, you're fine. 300 amps. This amp, maximum draw, 400 amps. Let that get to it. You'll be amazed by what you get. Done. Let's go back. This plays a part in it as well. In the grand scheme of any system, I didn't want this marker. Erase that. In the grand scheme of things, signal is very important. Everybody now is running Pac-Am Pros, Metra Access, powered LOCs, not the passive LOCs. The passive LOCs, you probably ain't finna get no power out that thing, but it was one guy in particular. Consultation. No, hold up. Take that back. I probably had 3 consultations. Watch this. That just reminded me of something. This guy also has a Pac-Am Pro. Unchecking that box. When he got rid of that check mark in that box and got the power to the and got the power to the subs. And upgraded his electrical. He got these results. He sees the power that he's getting out this amp. These watt meters, this finna change the game. This finna tell a lot of the truth out here with a lot of people's stuff. Not just that, but if you get your power right, man, and you got you a good quality product, this amp is rated 2,500 watts. He's almost at 2 ohms. The amp is rated at 2 ohms to get 1,500 watts. He's at 1.9. That means this amp is giving out rated and some. If you was to do a mathematical equation on this, you'll find out that it's giving out some crazy power. Now, truth be told, he showed me some things on the video. That impedance don't always sit right there. It goes down. I'm just saying. He hasn't seen himself rise 2 ohms. He has seen this go up. He has seen this go down. But again, impedance rise affects us all. I ain't talking about impedance rise. I'm talking about when you get the proper power. And these guys start getting this proper power, they can tell you they hear and see some amazing things. That's the purpose of the video that I'm making. Run your equipment properly. Pac-Am Pro. Make sure you run it. You get your laptop, plug your Pac-Am Pro in, and set it correctly. If you got the Metro Access, I showed you how to set it with my phone. Get you a good signal device. If you can't get an aftermarket radio, that's a whole nother discussion. But my main thing, and this is what I'm gonna label part 2. Make sure you get the proper electrical. One run and one out. We need to establish a standard today. You cannot sit here and always talk about sky high cardio or new. I don't even know how to spell that. You cannot say specific brands. One out. Just a general rule. And I'm going to go on the conservative side. I'm going to go safety first. Make sure it's OFC, copper. All right. Y'all in the comments on this, y'all tell me what y'all think. We need to make a standard of this because all that one out don't carry the same. One out where the new concepts. What's the other one? GP car audio. Who else got some good Wi? Envy it. Nah. Even though IMPROPER got some pretty good Wi. I got some of that here. It's good. But we need to establish something that you can run safely. How many amps do you guys think you can run through one run or one out? I'm going to say on the safe side, conservative, very conservative. You know, if you got those specific brands, you know what you can run. But I want you guys to think about the novice that's coming into the game that wants to DIY build his system. I'm just going to go on a limb. The shops, on the higher end of the shops, they said 270. Another shop said 240. Another one said 250. One run and one out. Conservatively, what's in between 240? Let's just say this. Let's go out on the limb. You know what? I'm gonna go with my first mind. I'm gonna say this: 200 amps. I'm going to say that. That's what the base is gonna say. I'm saying 200 amps. It's my opinion. I'm going on the side of safety first because y'all already know it's gonna be somebody down here who gonna go buy the cheap stuff and think that they gonna be able to run 300 amps. Just gonna keep it a buck and what that thing get? Y'all remember this, right? This is exactly what's gonna happen. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be smoking going down the highway. I just want to throw that in there. Somebody's going to do this. I wonder how many watts he getting right now. Oh, let me show y'all something funny. I forgot. I was supposed to make a response video. Glad I looked at this. I'm going to tell you what's back there. Two reserve. Oh, Lord. Oh, that R's ugly. Two reserve 23s. And they both are going to Salt 6K. Since everybody think that we can do some amazing things with one run and one out, I just want to throw that out there. This is what this leads to. And this how they gonna be feeling on the side of the road. Not a proper setup, is it? Not the proper setup, right? So my video, it wasn't all about box rise, all right? This is what most people blame that on. That's why you got people running. What am I already said? A double RMS, and I just showed you this example of two 2,500 watt amps. So we can throw that out the way. The box rise thing is about, usually if you got a 2,500 watt amp, they usually say, making it to the sub, out of that 2,500, you may get 800 to 12, ooh, right too fast, to 1,200 watts to the subs. I just want to show you, that's not true. That is not true. I just want to show y'all, if y'all do this stuff properly, that all these myths go out the window. That's all I wanted everybody to see. Is all of this, all of this goes out the window. That's it. That's all I wanted to say was all of that goes out the window when you run stuff properly. That's all I want. Properly run all gear. I ain't got that much room. I had to figure out a word. Properly run all gear. That's it. That's why I put box rise or improper box. Don't let nobody just keep saying box rise is the reason you ain't getting it. It could be. But most of the time what I see is they ain't got the proper box. They ain't got the proper electrical to support these devices. All right, so fellas, we're going to leave it at that for today. Just want to throw that out there so y'all will get a chance to see what I meant. Don't look too much at the box rise part. Look at the improper box, the improper part. That was the reason I put that word there, so when you read the title, you'll see what it means. All right, fellas. Peace.